Sarah Ferguson told to find her own home as Andrew booted out of Royal Lodge. Sarah Ferguson is understood to have been told that she needs to find her own accommodation after the decision to remove Andrew and her from the Royal Lodge. Sarah Ferguson will have to find her own home after she and Andrew were told to leave the Royal Lodge. It had been reported that Andrew and his ex-wife Sarah had agreed to leave their Royal Lodge home in exchange for two separate residences. But now it seems that she will not be provided with accommodation while Andrew will relocate to the Sandringham estate. The King has begun the formal process to strip the titles from Prince Andrew, who will move out of his Windsor home to Sandringham. Buckingham Palace said Andrew has agreed to leave Royal Lodge as his links to pedophile financier Jeffrey Epstein continued to cause controversy. It is understood that although Andrew denies the accusations, Buckingham Palace considers that there have been serious lapses of judgment. In a statement, the palace said, Prince Andrew will now be known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. His lease on Royal Lodge has, to date, provided him with legal protection to continue in residence. Formal notice has now been served to surrender the lease and he will move to alternative private accommodation. These censures are deemed necessary, notwithstanding the fact that he continues to deny the allegations against him. The statement added, Their Majesties wish to make clear that their thoughts and utmost sympathies have been, and will remain with, the victims and survivors of any and all forms of abuse. It is understood that although the King initiated the process of formally removing his titles and honours, Andrew did not object. The Prince of Wales is also understood to be supportive of the King's decision, as is the wider royal family. Formal notice was given to Andrew to surrender the lease at the Royal Lodge on Thursday, and it is understood that his move to Sandringham will take place as soon as practicable. It is understood the King will also make appropriate private provision for his brother as he moves out of his home. It is as yet unclear where Sarah Ferguson will be based, but she has to sort her own living arrangements. Last month, Sarah was dropped by numerous charities when it emerged years later that she wrote to convicted sex offender Epstein, calling him a supreme friend despite publicly disowning him in the media. A friend of Andrew and Sarah previously told The Sun about their future living arrangements. No one is really sure how it's going to go down at the palace yet. Andy is willing to leave, but these are his demands. He is realistic and knows the writing is on the wall and that his time at Royal Lodge is up. If he must go, then he has asked for Frogmore Cottage. Incredibly, Sarah has said she wants Adelaide Cottage. Sarah and Andy have lived together at Royal Lodge since 2008 despite being divorced and seem like they are still a married couple. It's incredible that they are willing to go their own separate ways. But it indicates that they have been under immense strain this year and need a break from one another. It's a fresh start for both.